Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive. This time we're talking all about gold IRAs and how they can help you ride out any economic storm.
Exactly. We'll be looking at insights from Gold IRA Blueprint.
Yep, we'll be pulling from their website, especially those articles about the best gold IRA companies in New York, or we'll even be looking at some company reviews.
Looking at, what makes a great Gold IRA company.
Right, so if you're thinking, hey, maybe my retirement portfolio needs a little more stability, maybe some tangible assets would help me sleep better at night.
And of course, we're talking to you, American retirees out there.
Exactly. You're probably thinking about things like inflation.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one these days.
Definitely. So a gold IRA could be a way to diversify and hedge against that risk. Now, if that sounds intriguing and you want a little help figuring out where to start,
Deciding which company is right for you.
exactly. Head over to goldirblueprint.com First Watch exclusive and grab our free checklist. It's designed specifically for American retirees.
To help you choose the right Gold IRA company.
Okay, so before we get too deep into the weeds, let's start with the basics.
Sure, what is a Gold IRA?
Yeah, for those who are totally new to this.
Well, in a nutshell, it's a retirement account that holds physical gold.
Oh, interesting. So instead of stocks and bonds,
Right, instead of paper assets, you've got actual gold.
wow, that's pretty cool.
And other precious metals, too.
Like what?
You've got silver, platinum, palladium.
Ooh, so it's not just about gold.
Not at all. It's about diversifying with precious metals that hold their value.
And hopefully increase in value over time.
Yeah, exactly. And that ties into one of the biggest benefits of a gold IRA. It's a hedge against inflation.
Oh, I see. So as the cost of living goes up.
Your gold and silver should rise in value too.
Okay, so that helps protect your savings from losing their purchasing power.
Exactly. It's like having a built-in buffer against those rising prices.
That makes a lot of sense. But I'm guessing it's not just about inflation. What about diversification in general?
You're right, diversification is always a good idea.
Never put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. And with a gold IRA, you're adding assets that don't always move in the same direction as the stock market.
So if the market takes a hit, your precious metals might hold steadier.
And that can help stabilize your overall retirement portfolio.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal here. But let's be real. Choosing the right gold IRA company is probably the most important step.
Yeah, you don't want to just hand your retirement savings to anyone.
So what should people be looking for when making this decision?
Well, first and foremost, reputation and experience are key. Look for a company with a solid track record.
One that's been around for a while.
Yes, and one with excellent ratings from the Better Business Bureau.
What about customer reviews? Those can be really telling.
Absolutely, those are like gold in this
No
case.
pun intended.
Maybe. But seriously, customer reviews can give you a real sense of what it's like to work with a company.
Like how responsive they are if they're helpful and knowledgeable.
Exactly, those are all important factors.
Okay, so beyond reputation, what else matters?
The types of precious metals they offer. A good company will have a variety.
So you can diversify even within the precious metals market.
Precisely. You want options gold, silver, platinum, palladium.
Got it. Now let's talk fees, because we all know those can eat into your returns.
Yeah, fees are definitely something to watch out for.
So how do you navigate that?
Transparency is key. You want a company that's upfront about all their costs.
Including storage fees?
Right, because you need a safe, secure place to store your physical metals.
Makes sense. So you're looking for a company that breaks down their fees clearly and explains exactly what you're paying for.
Exactly, and don't be afraid to shop around and compare fees from different companies.
It's your retirement money, so you have the right to be picky.
Absolutely.
Now, another thing that comes to mind is customer service. You want a company that's responsive and helpful, right?
Definitely, especially if you're new to gold IRAs, you'll probably have some questions.
So you want someone who can guide you through the process.
Exactly, someone who's knowledgeable and patient.
And what about when you're ready to sell your precious metals? Is that easy to do?
That's where the buyback policy comes in. A good company will have a clear and fair buyback process.
So you know what to expect when it's time to liquidate your holdings.
Exactly, and look for things like a price matching guarantee.
That's interesting. What does that mean?
It means they'll match the price offered by other reputable dealers.
So you're guaranteed to get a fair price.
Right. It shows they're committed to giving you the best value.
Okay, so we've talked about reputation fees, customer service buyback policies.
All important factors to consider.
Definitely. Now, I know Gold IRA Blueprint has done a lot of research and ranked a bunch of companies.
They've really dug deep into this world.
So who caught their eye? Who are some of the top contenders?
Well, their number one pick is Augusta Precious Metals.
Interesting. Tell me more about them.
Well, they've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
That's a good sign.
Definitely, it shows they're committed to customer satisfaction.
And what about their fees?
This is where it gets really interesting. Augusta actually covers most fees for their customers for up to 10 years.
Wow, 10 years. That's pretty incredible.
It's a pretty unique offer.
So what's the catch?
Well, there are some terms and conditions, of course. It usually applies to accounts above a certain size.
Okay, that makes sense.
But still, it's a really generous offer that shows they're serious about helping their clients.
Definitely. So beyond the fees, what else makes Augusta stand out?
Well, one thing that impressed me was their commitment to education.
Oh, yeah. They really emphasize that, don't they?
They do. They provide personalized gold and silver education to their clients.
So it's not just about opening an account and buying metals.
Right. It's about empowering you with knowledge so you can make informed decisions.
I like that approach.
It can be a really valuable resource, especially for people who are new to this type of investing.
It's like having a precious metals consultant in your corner.
Exactly. And on top of that, they offer a wide range of IRS-approved metals.
So you've got plenty of options to choose from.
Yeah, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, they've got it all.
And what about their buyback policy? Is that solid?
Yes, their buyback policy is very transparent, and they offer a price matching guarantee.
So you know you're getting a fair deal when it's time to sell.
Exactly. Augusta really seems to have thought of everything from the investor's perspective.
Sounds like they're ticking all the boxes.
Hmm.
But are there other companies worth considering?
Oh, absolutely. There are several other companies that Gold IRA Blueprint recommends.
Great, so let's talk about those.
Sure, one company that stood out was Birch Gold Group. They're known for their transparency and low setup fees,
Low setup fees are always appealing.
especially for people who are just starting out with gold IRAs.
Yeah, if you don't have a huge initial investment, those fees can really add up.
Exactly. And Birch Gold Group is all about making gold IRAs accessible to everyone.
And they're transparent about their fees too.
Very much so. They break down their fee structure clearly so you know exactly what you're paying for.
That's important. Okay, so what about other options?
Another company that impressed me was American Hartford Gold. They're known for their excellent customer service.
That's so important, especially when you're dealing with something as complex as a gold IRA.
Definitely you want to feel like you're in good hands.
And American Hartford Gold has a great reputation for being helpful and responsive.
They really go above and beyond for their clients.
And their IRA rollover process is supposed to be very smooth and streamlined.
Yeah, they make it as easy as possible to transfer your existing retirement funds into a gold IRA.
So you don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops.
Exactly. And they also offer a free gold and silver information guide.
Ooh, free resources are always welcome.
Definitely. It's a great way to learn the basics about precious metals IRAs.
Okay, so we've got Augusta Birch, Gold Group, American Hartford Gold, any others?
Yes. Another company that Gold IRA Blueprint highlighted was Regal Assets.
Okay, tell me about them.
Regal Assets is known for their focus on security and transparent pricing.
Security is definitely a top priority when you're dealing with precious metals.
Absolutely. You want to know your gold is safe and well protected.
And Regal Assets has top-notch storage facilities.
They use state-of-the-art security systems, and their facilities are fully insured.
So you can rest assured that your assets are in good hands.
Exactly. And they're very transparent about their pricing, too.
So no hidden fees or surprises.
Nope. They lay out all their costs up front, so there's no confusion.
I like that. Okay, any more companies to add to our list?
Yes. There's one more that I want to mention. Noble Gold.
I haven't heard of them. What makes them stand out?
Well, Noble Gold offers flexible rollover options, and they have a unique customer direct pricing model.
Flexible rollover options, what does that mean?
It means they make it easy to transfer funds from various retirement accounts into a gold IRA.
So you could roll over funds from a traditional IRA or a 401k.
Exactly. They're very accommodating.
And what about their pricing model? What's so unique about that?
Well, with their customer direct pricing model, you're dealing directly with the company that's setting the prices.
So you're cutting out the middleman.
Precisely. And that can potentially save you money.
Interesting. So they're all about transparency and giving you the best possible price.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got a lot of great companies on our list now.
Yeah, we've got Augusta Birch, Gold Group, American Hartford Gold, Regal Assets, and Noble Gold.
It's a pretty impressive lineup.
It is, and they all have something unique to offer.
But how do you choose the one that's right for you? There are so many factors to consider.
You're right. It can feel overwhelming.
Maybe we need to break down the decision-making process a bit more.
Yeah, let's talk about how to evaluate these companies and figure out which one best aligns with your needs.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so let's start by talking about the different types of gold IRAs.
Oh, good point. I was just thinking about that.
There are actually two main types of gold IRAs.
Really?
Yep, you've got self-directed IRAs and custodial IRAs.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the difference.
Well, a self-directed IRA gives you more control over your investments.
More control, how so?
You get to choose the specific assets you want to hold.
So you could choose the specific gold coins or bars.
Exactly. That's pretty cool. It is, but it also comes with more responsibility.
More responsibility. In what way?
Well, you're responsible for managing the account and making sure it complies with all the IRS regulations.
Oh, I see. So there's more paperwork and due diligence involved?
There is, but
Yeah.
some people prefer that level of control.
They like being hands-on with their investments.
Exactly. Now, with a custodial IRA, the custodian manages the account for you.
So they handle all the paperwork and compliance stuff.
They do. They make sure everything is above board.
That sounds a lot easier.
It is. It's more hands-off, but you have less control over the specific investment.
So you're relying on the custodian's expertise.
Right.
Okay, so which type of gold IRA is better?
It really depends on your individual preferences and risk tolerance.
If you're comfortable managing your own investments and you want more control, then a self-directed IRA might be a good option.
But if you prefer a more hands-off approach and you're happy to let someone else handle the details, then a custodial IRA might be a better fit.
Makes sense. So how do you decide which type of gold IRA is right for you?
Well, it's a good idea to talk to a financial advisor.
They can help you assess your needs and goals.
Exactly. They can walk you through the pros and cons of each type of IRA and help you choose the one that's best for your situation.
That's great advice.
And once you've decided on the type of gold IRA you want, then you can start shopping around for a custodian or a company that offers self-directed IRAs.
Right. And that's where our list of top-rated companies comes in handy.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about the types of gold IRAs. Now let's talk about the rollover process.
Yeah. How do you actually get your money into a gold IRA?
That's a good question. I know a lot of people are intimidated by the idea of rollovers.
It can seem complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward.
It's actually with the help of a reputable custodian.
Exactly. They'll walk you through every step of the way.
So how does it work?
Well, basically, you're transferring funds from an existing retirement account, like a traditional IRA or a 401k, into a gold IRA.
Oh, okay. So you're not starting from scratch.
Right. You're just moving your existing retirement savings into a new type of account.
And the custodian helps you with all the paperwork.
They do. They handle all the administrative details and make sure everything is done correctly.
So you don't have to worry about making any mistakes.
Exactly.
That sounds pretty easy.
It is. The key is to choose a custodian that has a good reputation for handling rollovers.
Right. You want someone who's experienced and reliable.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm curious about something. How do gold IRAs compare to other ways of investing in gold?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like, what about gold mutual funds or gold stocks?
Those are definitely other options, but there are some key differences.
Okay, let's break it down.
Sure. So with a gold IRA, you're holding physical gold.
You own the actual metal,
Exactly.
but with a gold mutual fund or a gold stock,
You're investing in a fund that tracks the gold market or in companies involved in gold mining or production.
so it's more of an indirect investment.
Right. You're not directly owning the gold itself.
Interesting. So what does that mean in terms of control and potential returns?
Well, with a gold IRA, you have more control over your investment.
You get to choose the specific gold coins or bars you want to hold,
Exactly.
but with a mutual fund or a stock,
You're relying on the fund manager or the performance of the company.
so it's more hands-off.
Right.
Okay, and what about the tax implications? Are those different too?
They can be. Gold IRAs benefit from the same tax advantage status as traditional IRAs.
So your investment grows tax-deferred.
Exactly. And you only pay taxes when you withdraw funds in retirement.
Okay, that's good to know.
Oh.
What about gold mutual funds and stocks?
The tax treatment for those can be a bit more complex.
So it's best to talk to a tax professional.
Definitely, they can help you figure out the specific implications for your situation.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the basics of gold IRAs.
The different types of gold IRAs, the rollover process, the benefits and drawbacks.
And how they compare to other gold investments.
A lot to take in.
It is, but hopefully it's starting to make sense.
I think so.
And remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to reach out for help.
A financial advisor can be a great resource.
They can answer your questions and help you develop a personalized retirement plan.
Exactly.
And don't forget to download that free checklist from Gold IRA Blueprint.
It's a great tool to help you choose the right gold IRA company.
It covers all the key factors we've discussed today.
So be sure to check it out at goldireblueprint.com/exo exclusive.
Okay, so now that we've laid the groundwork,
Let's dive into the specifics of each company.
yeah, let's take a closer look at those top contenders and see what makes them tick.
I'm excited to compare and contrast their offerings.
Me too. It's going to be an interesting deep dive.
Definitely, let's get started. All right, so let's jump into those company specifics.
Yeah, let's start with Augusta Precious Metals. They seem to be a real standout in the gold IRA world.
They do. Their focus on customer education is something you don't see everywhere.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that. They really want their clients to understand precious metals.
It's not just about making a sale, it's about empowering people with knowledge.
Exactly. And that can make a big difference for someone who's new to gold IRAs.
Especially for retirees who might be a little hesitant or unsure about this type of investment.
Right. They want to feel confident in their decisions.
And Augusta's educational resources can help with that.
Definitely. And beyond the education, they also offer personalized portfolio building.
Yeah, they'll work with you one-on-one to create a portfolio that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance.
That's a nice touch.
It is. It shows they're really invested in their clients' success.
And they offer a wide range of metals, too.
Oh yeah, gold, silver, platinum, palladium,
Plenty of options to choose from.
which is important for diversification,
Definitely. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
even within the precious metals market.
Right. Now let's talk about fees.
Yeah, everyone wants to know about fees.
And Augusta has a pretty amazing offer in that department.
Do they cover most fees for their customers for up to 10 years?
10 years, that's a long time.
It's a really generous offer.
But I'm sure there are some caveats.
Of course, there are always terms and conditions.
Like what?
Well, typically it applies to accounts above a certain size.
Okay, so not everyone qualifies.
Right. But it's still a really attractive offer.
Definitely something to consider.
And they're very transparent about their fee structure.
So you know exactly what you're getting into.
Exactly. No hidden costs or surprises.
I like that. What about their buyback policy? Is that straightforward?
Very much so. They have a transparent buyback process, and they offer a price matching guarantee.
So you know you're getting a fair price when you sell your metals.
Right. They'll match the price offered by other reputable dealers.
That's reassuring.
It is. It shows they're committed to providing value for their clients.
Okay, so overall, Augusta seems like a really solid choice.
They do check a lot of boxes.
But let's not forget about the other contenders,
Right. There are other companies worth considering.
like Birch Gold Group. They're known for their low setup fees,
Yeah, they make it easy to get started with a gold IRA.
which is great for people who don't have a lot of money to invest up front.
Exactly. And they're very transparent about their fees.
No hitter costs.
Nope. Everything is laid out clearly.
I like that. Okay, what about American Hartford Gold?
They're a great choice for people who prioritize customer service.
Yeah, they have a stellar reputation in that department.
They do. Their customer support team is very knowledgeable and responsive.
And they make the IRA rollover process super easy,
They really try to make it as painless as possible.
which is great because rollovers can be intimidating for some people.
Definitely. And they offer a free gold and silver information guide.
Always a bonus.
It's a great resource for people who are new to precious metals IRAs.
Okay, so we've got Augusta Birch Gold Group, American Hartford Gold. What's next?
Let's talk about Regal Assets.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What makes them stand out?
Regal Assets is all about security and transparent pricing.
Security is so important when you're dealing with physical gold.
Absolutely. You want to know your investment is safe.
And Regal Assets has top-notch storage facilities.
They use state-of-the-art security systems, and their facilities are fully insured.
So you can sleep soundly at night.
Exactly. And they're very transparent about their pricing, too.
No surprises.
Nope. Everything is laid out up front.
I appreciate that.
And so do their clients.
Okay, so Regal Assets is another strong contender.
They are.
Now, we can't forget about Noble Gold.
Ah, yes. Noble Gold.
They have that unique customer direct pricing model,
That's right. They cut out the middleman.
which means you could potentially get a better price.
Exactly. And they offer flexible rollover options, too.
So they make it easy to transfer funds from different retirement accounts.
They do. They're very accommodating.
Okay, so Noble Gold is another one to consider.
F-
We've covered a lot of great companies here.
We have. They all have their strengths.
But how do you choose the one that's right for you?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is, isn't it?
It is. And there's no easy answer.
Because everyone's situation is different.
Exactly. You have to consider your individual needs, goals, and risk tolerance.
And do your research.
Absolutely. Read reviews, compare fees, talk to the companies directly.
Get a feel for their customer service.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
This is your retirement money we're talking about.
You have the right to be picky.
Definitely. Now I want to shift gears for a moment.
Okay, where are we headed?
I'm curious about the emotional side of gold IRAs.
The emotional side.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the financial aspects.
The benefits, the risks, the fees.
Right. But there seems to be more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Well, I think there's a psychological component to owning gold.
Oh, interesting. I see what you're saying.
It's not just an investment. It's a symbol of security and stability.
Yeah, gold has held its value for centuries.
It's something tangible, something you can hold in your hand.
It's not just numbers on a screen.
Right. And I think that can be really appealing for retirees.
Especially in today's world where everything feels so uncertain.
Exactly. There's a lot of anxiety about the future.
Inflation, economic instability, geopolitical tensions.
It's enough to make anyone nervous.
And in times like these, people crave stability.
They want something they can count on.
Something that will hold its value no matter what happens.
And gold fits that bill.
It does. It's a safe haven asset.
It's a hedge against inflation.
And it's a store of value that's been trusted for generations.
So owning gold can provide a sense of peace of mind.
Exactly. It can help people feel more secure about their future.
Which is especially important in retirement.
When you're no longer earning a steady income.
Right. You want to know that your savings are protected.
And that you can enjoy your golden years without worrying about money.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think the emotional benefits of gold IRAs are definitely worth considering.
I agree. It's not just about the numbers. It's about feeling good about your choices.
And having confidence in your future.
Absolutely.
Now, before we move on, I want to remind our listeners about that free checklist.
The one from Gold IRA Blueprint.
It's a great resource for anyone who's considering a gold IRA.
It covers all the key factors to consider when choosing a company.
Fees, storage options, buyback policies, customer service.
It's all there.
So head over to goldirablueprint.com, offer you exclusive, and download your copy today.
It's completely free, and it could save you a lot of time and hassle.
Definitely.
Okay, so now that we've talked about the emotional side of gold IRAs,
And reminded our listeners about that awesome checklist.
let's wrap things up.
Sounds good.
Any final thoughts?
Well, I just want to reiterate that gold IRAs can be a valuable tool for retirement planning.
Especially in today's economic climate.
Exactly, but it's important to do your research and choose a reputable company.
One that aligns with your needs and goals.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
A financial advisor can be a great resource.
They can help you make informed decisions and develop a personalized retirement plan.
That's right.
So if you're thinking about a gold IRA, don't wait.
Take action today.
Start exploring your options and take control of your financial future.
Great advice.
Thanks.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive.
It has been.
I've learned a lot about gold IRAs.
Me too. It's a complex topic, but hopefully we've shed some light on it.
I think we have, and hopefully our listeners feel more confident about making decisions about their retirement savings.
That's the goal.
It is. And remember, knowledge is power.
Absolutely. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make smart financial choices.
So keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those insightful questions coming.
We'll be here to answer them.
It really does. It simplifies things. You know, before we wrap up, I keep thinking about how we talk about gold IRAs and that sense of peace of mind.
Oh yeah, that comes up a lot.
It's not just about the numbers. It's about feeling secure about your future.
Exactly. It's about knowing you have something tangible, something real backing your savings.
Something that's held its value for centuries.
Right. It's a connection to history, a sense of permanence in a world that often feels very uncertain.
Especially these days with so much economic turmoil.
Inflation, rising interest rates, geopolitical tensions.
It can make anyone feel anxious about their retirement.
And I think that's where gold really shines.
It's like a safe haven, a refuge from the storm.
Exactly. People turn to gold when they're looking for stability.
When they want to protect their wealth from erosion.
Exactly. It's a way to preserve purchasing power.
And I think that sense of security is really important for retirees.
Absolutely. It allows them to relax and enjoy their golden years.
Without constantly worrying about their finances.
Right. It's about having peace of mind, knowing you've made smart choices for your future.
And that you have a solid foundation to fall back on.
Exactly. And that peace of mind is priceless.
It really is. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have. We've talked about the benefits of gold IRAs.
The different types of gold IRAs.
The rollover process.
How to choose a reputable company.
And the emotional aspects of investing in gold.
It's been a fascinating deep dive.
It has, and hopefully our listeners feel more informed and empowered
That's the goal.
to help people make smart decisions about their retirement savings.
Exactly. And remember, knowledge is power.
Absolutely. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be for the future.
So keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep exploring your options.
And don't forget to download that free checklist from Gold IRA Blueprint.
It's a great resource that can help you make informed decisions about your Gold IRA.
You can find it at goldirablueprint.com, fashion on exclusive.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Gold IRAs.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time for another insightful discussion.
Until then,